welcome to my YouTube channel. And on this video, we're going to be looking at HTML basics. And I have it broken down into 5 sections. The first one is how to create HTML file. We talk about HTML skeleton. We talk about the tags, which is also known as elements. We talk about the type of tags, and we're going to be using these tags, or let me say some of these tags, to create our first HTML page. That's what is going to be happening on this video. So if you've passed this section, you might decide to watch the next video. If you haven't watched my video before, you might stick along. You might learn one or two things. Let's move into it, not to waste much of our time. Right now, my desktop here, I'm going to create a new folder, which I'm going to name first websites. So I'm going to open my VS Code and locate the folder which I just created. So all right. Okay, so now that I have this, I'm going to create a new file here by clicking on this icon. My file is index.html. All right. But before we proceed, I would like to check that folder. Yeah, now we have a new file inside it named index.html. Now I'm going to write HTML code here. The first thing I want to do is to do the declaration, which is doc type. Now this doc type is an HTML declaration. It tells this file that everything I'm going to be writing here is going to be HTML5. And also the doc type, or let me say HTML in general, is not case sensitive. That means we can decide to make this small letter. Perfectly fine. But normally it's meant to be a capital letter. So let's take it back to where it was, whereby our doc type is capital letter and the HTML is small letter. We're going to talk about the HTML skeleton, which I call HTML skeleton though. How's about that? So first thing I want to do is have my HTML element. Yeah. And also I'm going to have the head. I'm going to have body. And I'm going to have footer. Okay, so this is what I called HTML skeleton. And why do I call it HTML skeleton? Everything we have here is HTML elements and their HTML tags. This head is the engine of this page, which means everything I want to render to my website that we don't see on the web page though is going to be inside there. Talking about maybe external links, talking about some plugins, talking about links coming from other pages is going to be in the head. And here is the body, the information we find inside the web page. This is where you're going to render them. And also here, the footer, we find it on our web page also, but it's kind of different a little bit. How is it different? This body and the footer, they are the same. You're going to see them on the web page, but they do different work. This body, once we move to the next page, once you have a multiple page, this body can change. The information inside it can change. But when you call something a footer, it's meant to stay, like not to change. Even as long as you're going to some other pages, you're still going to keep finding them constant. Same thing as what we call the menu, the header on our page. Where we have our menu, those places are meant to be constant. But the reason why I don't have them here, the reason why I don't put the tag here is because it's going to be inside the body already. You understand? So the footer is going to be aside. The footer is not always inside the body. So that's the reason why I call this HTML skeleton. Talk about the tags, right? Which is known as elements, which we actually even discussed right now. All these are HTML elements, which is called tags. Talking about tags that we have two types of tags. We have the double tags and we have the single tags. The single tags are tags that doesn't accept childs. Talking about element child. And when we say element child, this is a body right now and it's a double tag, which means it can accept some other tags. Now this tag right now is a child under the body, and we have another tag which we're going to be applying here, the image. This image is a single tag. It doesn't accept any other elements inside it, and automatically it closes itself. But sometimes you might find it like this, the backslash. You might find it like this. It's perfectly okay. But if you put it this way, it's the same thing. So this tag right now is a single tag. Whereby this footer, the body, the head, the HTML itself, they are double tag. Now this doc type HTML is also a single tag. You can't accept any other elements. So now let's create our first HTML page. So the footer, we can keep it, you might not use it. Right now we're not using it in this video, so you might decide to just keep it out. Here you're going to be using the head and also the body. Now what I want to do first thing is I want to bring in my so here I have it, and double click on it, or you can right click and open with any of your browser. All right, here I have it, and now I want us to check something out. I'm going to go to Google right now. Okay, good, perfectly. Now Google right now, you can see that we find something here which display google.com, right? But here it displays index.html. All right, we're going to change that right away. So how are we going to do that? So here you're going to have something called title. This title element, as you can see, is inside the engine, which I call the engine, the head, which I call the engine, right? So here now we're going to have something saying, okay, first website. So let's save and refresh. Okay, now we have it, first website. And now what we have there, you can see, is not on our web page, it's inside that tag box, right? So that's more of the engine, Now let's do something amazing. I want us to do something more like a tweet, whereby I'm going to have a text. So to achieve that, I'm going to create a folder here, which I'm going to name image. Let's say images, because definitely as time goes on, I'm going to have more than one image inside this folder. Yeah, so images. I'm going to bring in my picture here, since I'm the one in charge. So let me use my picture. Okay, so let me locate my picture. Let me have it inside here. Yeah. All right, so let me rename that as well. My photo. All right. So here now, let me call on, the image. Yeah. So here I have my picture. It's inside the images, then my pictures. Images. Yeah. My pictures. Sorry, my photo. So here I have it. Oh, it's very big, right? So, but for now, I have my image, right? Okay, and also I'm going to have a text under it. It's going to be paragraph. Well, call that my name. All right. And also under paragraph, all right. So let's refresh that. Okay. Remember, I zoomed in this before, so let me take it back to quadrant. Yeah. So probably it's good right now. So this is our first HTML page. All right. So in the next video, I'm going to be discussing about the CSS, how we can style this to make it look more like a tweet. So if you like this video, click the like icon. Please subscribe for you able to see more of my videos and more engagement. So as you've done that, see you guys next time. Peace out.